Hey guys, Mr.play here on the Play Show. So today, being the big movie fan I am, I thought why not take a look at my movie collection I have here at my cabin. I mean, there's a lot of them, so let's just start right away, shall we?
First up we have Transformers Age of Extinction. I believe this should be the fourth movie in the whole movie series from Michael Bay. A pretty good Transformer movie. These two can be a little bit annoying at some points, but other than that, I mean, the action is cool, the Transformer looks good, the story, yeah, that's great too. The Predator trilogy. Now, this is a collection box, so it contains all the three Predator movies here. As I said, it contains all the Predator movies out there, not the one that is recently released. I think it was released actually in 2018 or 19. But I like Predator. Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Anthology 3-disc set, plus 1 disc bonus. So this is basically a documentary about Hulk Hogan and his time during wrestling. I don't know how old this one is. Let's see if I can take it out somehow, because I always mess it up. If you open up like that. So Hulk Hogan isn't a big wrestler for me. I don't really care about what he has done because I don't think he's the best one. But many out there has him as a favorite, so I can understand that. But I saw this one in a movie store and I thought, okay, since I am a wrestling fan, I gotta have this one. But I haven't seen any one of these, so I don't know what they contains or anything like that. The X-Men, the Cerebro collection. So this whole box contains all the movies before, so it goes all the way up to the Wolverine. So they have packed all the DVDs pretty nice here, with all the pictures of the movies. So a great collection if you would like to start watching all the X-Men movies. Why can I not close this one? Well, because this one is like that. Okay, that, and there we go. Hopefully I didn't scratch anything, but I don't think I did. Hercules with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is the first movie I watched with Dwayne, so Dwayne is a great movie actor in general, so I love him, how he does his stuff in his movies, and he's great in the WWE ring as well. So Hercules is basically a short movie about how Hercules came to life, or it's an original story, I believe. The bad thing is that these battles here with these beasts here, you think they are long, but they aren't. It's more like flashbacks. They focus more on this army thing here in the end. Other than that, yeah, it's a good movie. The Need for Speed. No, there's no the here, just Need for Speed. So if you like cars, this is a movie for you. So it's about some people participate in a kind of illegal street racing, I believe, that goes a little bit out of control. But other than that, it's a great movie. I mean, we have supercars like Bugatti and Koenigsegg cars here. Like Koenigsegg is Swedish, like you gotta see it then. Other than that, yeah, I like it. ECW unreleased 3 DVD sets. So this is a collection of ECW wrestling shows. So I haven't seen all of them, just a few matches of them. ECW is more of this bloody, dirty, messy wrestling. I'm not a big fan of it, but it was fun when I saw it in the store. I thought I gotta have it. The Dark Knight Rises. It's a Batman movie, so one of the more modern trilogy. Christian Bale doing a great job here as Batman. I mean, it's a movie about Batman versus Bane. How can you go wrong? And Bane is a fantastic done in this movie. I mean, Tom Hardy, he's great. A collection of the whole WWE WrestleMania 22 pay-per-view show. So it's about the whole show, WrestleMania 22, all the matches. If you open up here, you can see some picture of some wrestlers here, John Cena and Rey Mysterio. You open up this and you can find even more DVDs here. I haven't seen this one. I don't know how the whole pay-per-view is, so I can't say anything about that. Other than that, it's just a fun thing to have. I can't close because I did wrong, like that and that. There you go. Jurassic Park 3. Many say this wasn't a big, good movie for them, but I really like this one. I mean, we have a giant Spinosaurus beating the living out of a T-Rex, so yeah, I enjoy this movie. a Marvel movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Well, this Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield, and he's not my favorite version of Spider-Man, because he's so cocky and everything. But it's basically about Spider-Man versus Electro versus Green Goblin. And I think the more villains in the movie, the better. Many says it's just confusing, but I don't think that. Did I say better? I mean better. Sorry. Yeah, another Marvel movie. So this is a collection with Daredevil and Elektra's movies. So there are two movies in one box basically. Ben Affleck, well, Batman, is doing a great job as Daredevil. Elektra, yeah, she's doing a great job as her as well. But I haven't seen the whole movie of Elektra because it's started to glitch out at certain points. But I've seen the Daredevil movie at least, and I like that one. So it's Daredevil versus Kingpin, and I don't know who is the main villain in the Elektra movie. But yeah, other than that, I enjoy it. Godzilla Ultimate Collection DVD set. So this is a Godzilla collection that contains 6 DVDs. So you have the original, and you have several battles here: Biollante, King Ghidorah or Ghidra, Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Mothra, and Godzilla vs. Destructoya. I like Godzilla, so this is a must-have for me. San Andreas with, you guessed it, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson again. So it's basically about, I think it's Los Angeles, that's going through a huge earthquake, and he's about to save his family. But The Rock does a tremendous job in this one. I mean, he does a tremendous job in every movie he's in. Another Marvel movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 1. So again, Andrew Garfield, not a huge fan of him. This time it's about Andrew Garfield versus Lizard. Now this one comes in a cool cover because you can feel the texture around here, but you can of course take it off and you get the original one. Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the second movie in the series. So it's basically Bilbo and his gang of dwarfs going into Erebor to fight the big dragon Smaug. And, well, Smaug, portrayed by Benedict Cumberbatch. How can you go wrong? He's fantastic in his job. He's just great. Pacific Rim. Many aren't a big fan of this movie. I am though. You have big robots fighting kaijus. But yeah. Interstellar. If you like sci-fi and you like true science, this is something for you, because the science behind the plot of this movie is real, because there's a scientist that is behind this movie as well. Kip Thorne. He's down here. It says Kip Thorne. Because all the math stuff you see in the background here is true stuff based on his algorithm to a black hole. So the movie becomes more and more confusing, but it's still good. I've seen this one too much though. WWE Vengeance 2011. It's the whole show Vengeance from 2011. So there are several wrestlers here who are going in battle against each other. I mean, we have CM Punk, John Cena, Triple H, The Miz, Big Show. Yeah. It was a long time I saw this one, so I don't remember it completely. AVP2, Requiem, or Alien vs. Predator. The second movie in the Alien vs. Predator movie series. So here we get introduced to a new species called the Predalien, which is a combination between a xenomorph and a predator. I like this movie. It takes place in a city this time. So, very good if you like xenomorph and predators. The Fast and Furious 7 movie collection. This is a collection of all these 7 Fast and Furious movies. Now there are 2 others, Fast 8 and Hobbs and Shaw, that isn't in the movie. But other than that, you got all the earlier movies. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. So the same thing as they've done with the Godzilla and the X-Men trilogy, or the X-Men Cerebro collection, they have put all the DVDs like this. Really cool that they're doing it. The Prehistoric Park. I remember when this came out on TV, I needed to watch it all the time because I really like these kind of documentaries about prehistoric animals and dinosaurs in general. Nigel Marvin, who guiding us, is doing a tremendous job. I mean, this special thing with this documentary is not that it's just not a guy talking in the background about animals. It's actually a story where he's trying to save animals from their extinction. I forgot to mention this DVD here has this 3D kind of like cover, but you can also always take it off like this. But you don't have to. Alien vs Predator, the first movie of those two. So this is called the 2-disc Extreme Edition. I believe they have like extra interviews behind the scenes and stuff like that, but I haven't understand really because when you're starting up the DVD it's all messy and everything. But the cool thing is that it has a cover that you can feel the texture and everything. But of course the original movies also. Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. So the first Hobbit movie. Again, this one also has a special cover where you can see two kind of images. Now you see Bilbo with the ring in his hand. If I do like this, you see Gollum on the cover. So that's very cool they've done that. But of course you can take this one off as well. And then you get another cover, which is the original one. I can't do it with just one hand, so I gotta do it too. So there you have it, just Bilbo. So many says this is just a traveling movie, it's so slow and nothing happens really. I actually like when they're walking around. It's lots of nature and cool scenes. BBC's Walking with Beasts. So this is a documentary about the animals that lived after the dinosaurs, such as the saber-toothed cat and other animals I don't remember because it was a long time now since I saw this movie. I remember when this came out on TV. I try to watch it all the time because as I said before, I like these kind of documentaries about prehistoric animals. Last up, a Cartoon Network original movie. Now this is Ben 10, Race Against Time. When I was a kid, I was a big fan of Ben 10. I pretty much saw all the episodes that were out there on Cartoon Network. But he transformed into several aliens, as you expect, and fights against another alien, of course. No one that you have heard of before. I mean, it's not Vilgax, so that's a disappointment, but yeah, it works.
I forgot to show the Alien Anthology that I own. So this is basically a box with all the Alien movies out there, besides from Covenant. So all the old Alien movies is in this big box. This is how the background looks like, nothing special, just a little bit quick heads up of what the movies are. And inside, well, all the movies are there, nothing too spectacular. Yeah, that's it, let's move on. So first up in the Blu-ray collection, we have Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is the second movie in Ant-Man. So yeah, they're going to fight against this person down here. Who is that? Well, check the movie to find out who it is. Alien Covenant, the latest Alien movie out there, and I really like this one because we are introduced now to several new kind of aliens out there. And I really enjoyed watching this movie. I can definitely recommend this one. Bumblebee with John Cena, another wrestling superstar. Yeah, it's Bumblebee. So this one is supposed to take place before all the Transformers movies. And yeah, I really like this one. It's filled with comedy and it's filled with actions. You can't really go wrong. I heard this one is supposed to be really likable among very many people. Prometheus, which this is the sequel to all the Alien movies, basically, because you get hints in this movie to why aliens are aliens, or where they come from, or where everything started, somewhat. Hugh Jackman's Logan. This is a Logan based off the old Logan, which means his power is going to be less and less active, so he can actually be hurt and be killed in the worst case. So you experience his time with this girl here. Who is she? Well, you find out if you watch the movie. It's Marvel. How can you go wrong? Wonder Woman. Really like this one. I don't remember the woman who is Wonder Woman. I mean the real actor's name. But I think she's doing a fantastic job. And Wonder Woman is really funny, especially in the beginning when she's learning how our society is going on, since she's living on an island where no man has set foot ever. Lion King. In this case it's on Swedish, so it looks different. But yes, Lion King, and I really like Lion King both now and as a kid. I had the cartoon version and I watched it so many times. This one is so close to be the original. I mean, of course we don't have the original voice actors, but the scenes are more or less the same thing. Intro to this movie is great. It's basically exact the same copy. Few new stuff in there, but they are just fantastic. The only thing this one lacks is facial expressions. Come on, Disney. You should do better than that. Jungle Book did way better. Black Panther from Marvel Studios. So it's basically the backstory behind Black Panther and how we get to learn him. I remember when I heard about this was going to be a real thing, and I was actually having big hopes for this one. But it's a good movie. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with Star-Lord or Chris Pratt. I think he's doing a great job here. He's really funny as he is in Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the second Jurassic World movie. There was an earlier Jurassic World movie too. So I really like this one. Dinosaurs, human who basically going crazy in that island. Yeah. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I absolutely love this movie. It is my biggest fab movie of all time so far. It beats Captain America Civil War by this much. Godzilla, and you have more monsters here like King Ghidorah, and the music is so retro. It's like based off the classic music. Come on, I can't say enough of this movie. I love it. I saw this in cinema. I basically freaked out. It was so good. Ready Player One, a movie about a guy or a society inside a virtual reality game. There were so many times I just thought, oh come on, of course, because they put so many classics, so many obvious stuff in the movie that you almost think it's ridiculous. I mean, we had the Iron Giant. There's one part in the last battle, spoiler now, so keep moving on to the next if you don't want to hear this one. So in the last battle, as you can see down there, there was all kinds of characters from all kinds of video game genres or movies, and I thought to myself, well, the only thing that's missing is like Mecha Godzilla or something. What do? Obviously they bring up Mecha Godzilla. But yeah, it's really a fun movie. Marvel Studios again, Thor Ragnarok. Like, do you understand that I am a big Marvel fan now? But it's Thor, and it's about him and going against his sister, and they have to fight each other to protect their homeland. And we have Hulk within this movie also. Not really the kind of Hulk I like, but yeah, that's what we get. I miss the old Hulk, this crazy freak monster. Here he is more controlled. And with Jeff Goldblum down here as well. There's a lot of humor in this movie too, so that's a bonus. Next up, another video game movie. This is Assassin's Creed with Michael Fassbender. Many say this isn't the best they could come up with. I think this is a great movie for what it is. I really enjoyed it. It's about an assassin in the Spanish era. I talked about it a little bit quick in an early video I did that was about the Assassin's Creed. I will link it in the description so you can watch it too. Michael Fassbender in this Assassin's Creed adventure. Really good. Pacific Rim Uprising or Pacific Rim 2. And I really enjoyed this one. It is better than the first one. Do you recognize this guy? He's from Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and the 2 second movies after that. Again, big giant robots versus other monsters. Like, how can you go wrong? Yeah, I know. It's another Marvel Studio movie. Avengers Infinity Wars. It's all kind of superheroes in one big battle for Thanos. Against Thanos, I mean. I really like this movie. I have the poster for this movie. I mean, I bought it on a convention, so it's not an official, but still like this one. Journey 2 with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So it's basically about The Rock taking these two people to a different, I think it is an island? It was a long time I saw this one. Filled with humor and action and adventure. I really enjoy this one. The Rock is good at basically everything he does. Everything from wrestling to movies. Godzilla from 2014. This movie is a love and hate movie. It is Godzilla, yeah. But the fights in this movie is a little bit meh. Because whenever a fight starts, they cut it out. Or save it for last. It's so dark in this ghostly too, so you can't really see it clear. But it doesn't destroy the movie. He doesn't fight against monsters that you know from before. He doesn't fight any King Ghidorah. He doesn't fight Rodan. He doesn't fight any Biolante. No, instead of it is Mutos, which is original created monsters for this movie. I like it. Deadpool 2, the super duper cut. Hilarious. Love it. What can I say? It's Deadpool. This contains a lot of special stuff, so that's why. The Meg, which is one of these shark movies. It's about a person who's trying to hunt down this giant shark, which is the Megalodon. Hence the name, The Meg. So think Jaws, but bigger in size. Venom. So this is the Steelbook edition. When I talked about this in my video about Venom, I explained how much I was looking forward to this movie. And when I saw it, I absolutely loved it. So much that I bought the Steelbook edition. I just think the cover is very cool too. So it's basically Venom, how he comes together with Tom Hardy or Eddie Brooke, who's going to fight this symbiote thing here. Who is it? Well, watch the movie and you'll find out. Justice League. So this is DC's version of Marvel's Avengers. So they combine Flash, Aquaman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Cyborg for some weird reason. And I like this movie. You have several heroes clash together to fight against one evil villain, and it works. I can't say anything bad about it from what I remember. The backside was really boring, by the way. But yeah, I like this one. Yeah, I know, another Marvel Studios movie. The Spider-Man Far From Home, the second movie in Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. Tom Holland to me is the second best Spider-Man out there. And we have a villain here that is very much classic. It is, of course, Mysterio. It takes place after Endgames, so which means Iron Man is dead. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. The reason why I bought this movie is because I didn't saw it in cinemas when it came out. I don't know what I did at that time, but I missed it, which sucks in its own way. It started a continuous new saga of Star Wars. So the first one was Force Awakens, and the other one after this was, I can't remember it in my head for some reason. Well, anyway, you follow Rey Skywalker's journey to fight Kylo Ren, and then Mark Hamill is a part of the movie, which is fun. I mean, it's Star Wars. I really like this one. DC's Aquaman. So it is Jason Momoa doing his role as Aquaman and how he basically is in Atlantis. So you're following his backstory a little bit to see how he lives and how his story came to life, somewhat. Another video game portrayal being to a movie. Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander, a Swedish person. She's doing a great job as Lara Croft. Might not be the Lara Croft that you expect, or like the kind of movie that you expect to be watching, but it's okay. I like it. Last up for Blu-ray section, Fast 8 with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So this is not the last one. There's another one called Hobbs and Shaw, which is after this one. But yeah, this is the 8th movie. It has lots of action, lots of cars, but they have gone a long way now since street racing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.